The Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition is questioning what it terms strange borrowing by the Kenya Kwanza administration in the last 1 month of the 2022-2023 financial year, citing 213 billion shillings it says was borrowed at an exaggerated interest rate. In a statement, Azimio leader Raila Odinga expressed concern that the government's appetite for borrowing will starve the private sector of credit and result in higher interest rates. But speaking to Citizen TV, National Treasury Principal Secretary Chris Kiptoo dismissed the concerns, saying there was nothing wrong with the borrowing done through a local infrastructure bond. Here's Chemtai Goin with that report.
William Samoei Ruto.
As the Kenya Kwanza government continues to face sharp criticism over the new loans it has acquired since assuming office.
How are you good people?
Despite having repeatedly stated during the campaigns that it will minimize the need to borrow to meet its obligations, the opposition Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition is questioning what it terms as an unexplained suspicious borrowing spree in the last 1 week. Raila Odinga claims that in a single day last week, Kenya Kwanza floated a 213.4 billion shillings loan from local financial institutions barely a week before the administration's inaugural financial year kicked off. The opposition further claims that the money was borrowed at what they term as an extremely high interest rate of 15.84%. According to Azimio, the loan is short of half of the approved annual domestic borrowing of 438 billion shillings for the expiring financial year, arguing that with the loans having been taken all year, why would 213 billion shillings be borrowed in 1 week, and what was it budgeted for? However, National Treasury Principal Secretary Dr. Chris Kiptoo, in a telephone conversation with Citizen TV, dismissed the claims, saying there was nothing strange about the borrowing, as it was a routine Treasury infrastructure bond, which usually does not detail expenditure as it is used for different purposes. Dr. Kiptoo adds that the interest rate questioned by Azimio was aligned to the market rate, further stating that if there were questions on process, then that was best handled by the Central Bank of Kenya. In its demands, Azimio is questioning the timing of the floating of the loan and whether a whopping 213 billion shillings would be consumed in 1 week as the new financial year kicks off on July 1st. With a 15.84% interest rate, Odinga is worried that this would negatively impact the market liquidity, as interest rates for the domestic market are likely to skyrocket and destabilize local businesses and individual Kenyans. Following the announcement of a 60 billion shillings bond by the new administration, Azimio also wants an explanation on what law was used to change the structure of the bond, which they say was done midway. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.